to remember that the average person is poor, broke, and fat. Like 99% of the world is completely miserable. And they will try to drag you down to their level. Because people only want to help you and cheer you on to a point that you're as good as them, but never better than them. The next time you're thinking about making an opportunity that will genuinely change your life, getting fit, making money, learning a new skill set, getting a mentor, people will they'll on you. This is literally the sign that you are going to do better than them and you're on the brink of not being normal. I'm a millionaire and I'm 24 years old and I get shit on constantly. Why are you posting content? It's so cringy. Why are you sitting on your couch scrolling and eating potato chips? Why do you work out twice a day and only eat really chicken and rice? That's so boring. I can never do that. I love food too much. Because I don't want to look like you. Why did you go to school and get a fancy honors finance degree and a full-on master's degree just to make a career in sales? Because my fancy sales job makes more per month than you do per year. If you don't want to be the same as everybody else around you, you have to do different things. People will drag you down on the way. They'll make you feel stupid. They'll make you feel different. They'll say that you're doing things that are just like too much. In reality, this is literally the biggest indicator that you are doing something right.
Hey man, she made some great points here, man. Shout out to the, we got the do-rag back on, man. We got the do-rag back on. But she made some great points here, man. Like in reality, when you want to become a different person, I'd be telling you this stuff. When you're ready to become a different person, the best version of yourself, you're really trying to elevate, separate yourself, you are going to deal with a lot of haters who are going to want you to obviously be down to their level. But you have to realize at the end of the day, like she said, most people, the average person is fat, lazy, broke, miserable. They hate their life. They might hate their wife. They might hate their, husband, whatever. You know what I mean? They might hate their girlfriend. They might hate their job. And these are the people that you're letting dictate whether or not you become the best version of yourself, which makes no fucking sense. You see what I'm saying? So generally before I even, like when I hear something from someone and they're like, yeah, man, like I can never be lean because you gotta eat those foods every day. Like that's crazy. And I'm like, bro, and I could never be fat as shit like you because no food tastes better than being lean feels. But at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, you can eat a lot of shit and still be lean. It's just people really just lack self-awareness and are super lazy and undisciplined. Like you can really eat a lot of shit if you really wanted to, right? Because lean is actually considered 15% body fat, and realistically, less than 1% of the world population is 15% body fat, which is like 40 million people or whatever, or less than 3%, 3 to 5%, somewhere in that range. But you can really, if you want to be 15% body fat, you can eat lean and good tasting foods for 5 days and eat kind of shitty for 2 days and you'll be fine. You'll be maintaining 15%, right? Like you'll literally be maintaining between 12 and 15%. It's like, it's really not that hard. People just have no control over themselves. They have no structure and they have no discipline at all. Like it's just crazy. And another thing is specifically social media. I know a lot of you guys want to post on social media, but you let someone who's never posted on social media, who's never built anything on social media, discourage you from actually posting on social media, which is crazy to me because a lot of you guys will be like, yeah, man, I was going to post, but like, I thought it'd be weird what my family thinks. Listen, your family your family's not used to this new world, right? They grew up in a world without social media. They don't realize all the opportunities that come from it, right? Like social media is literally, making a lot of millionaires. Number one, like she said, she's a millionaire at 24. What did she use? Did she, do the general 9 to 5 like everyone tells you to do? Was she, politically correct? No, she just she created a sales company, right? She grinded her ass off. Now, obviously, like she said, she gets a lot of hate. People probably say, oh my God, you're scamming. She's not, she's just locked in, right? She's just locked in. It's that simple. And a lot of people will just blindly follow what their manager, what their parents tell them to do. Listen, you're living your life for you. You got one life to live, right? You need to live it for you. Stop listening to people who don't inspire you. Like, stop listening to fat, out of shape, broke people telling you how to live if you don't want to live like they do. You see what I'm saying? I was watching an anime and there was an adopted kid, right? And in the beginning, he told his dad, he was like, I never want to end up like you. You know what I mean? Because his dad was like, just some low level dude or whatever, right? So that's just an example of like how you want to be when it comes to who you take advice from and how you move, right? Because you look around and you're like, okay, I don't want to be like them. Oh, Alex Hormozi, he's inspiring. I want to be like him. Okay, do what he does. All right. Now, when you start doing shit like Alex Hormozi does, and you start doing shit that successful people do, like, it doesn't have to be posted on social media. Obviously, there's a lot of successful people who don't. But if that's your imperative and you want to post on social media and build a business from that, then start doing it. If people think you're weird or you're cringe because you're posting, I mean, just keep going because that shit's going to build up over time. The way social media works is like, okay, if you're consistent, you're going to build. You can't always not go viral, right? I remember before I went viral on TikTok, right? Everyone saw my viral video, of course, and then saw all the other shit. I probably posted like 1,000 times. The first 1,000 times I didn't go viral, I didn't give a fuck. I was like, yo, you can't always not go viral. Eventually you have to, bro. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? Eventually you do, right? That's the reality of it now. It's not only the quality of your content, it's the consistency of you putting in work. Because if you have quality content, you only post once. Unless you're a celebrity already, you're not getting views. All right, it doesn't matter how high quality it is. You're not getting views, period. So you have to be consistent, but you have to not let anyone change your identity. We all have a vision of who we want to be, where we want to be. And over time, that vision gets dwindled down because we start listening to outside noise from people who've never accomplished anything we want to accomplish, but who don't inspire themselves or anybody else anyways. And that is like the number one thing I see from specifically haters. Like, that's why I always tell you guys, like, you need to be very wary of who your haters are. Like, okay, you thought that was your friend and family, or you thought that was your best friend, or you thought your uncle was your best friend. Whole time they're just hating. Like, you need to realize that they're hating so you can, move accordingly and be like, okay, I'm not going to tell them my goals, or I'm not going to spend time with them because they're going to try to put negative thoughts into my mind. Things like that. All right, you need to realize this shit, because dwindling down your expectations, dwindling down your standards, and living like other people just because it makes them happy. If you try to please everybody except you, everyone will be happy with you except yourself. And the most important person that should be happy with you is yourself. All right, very simple. If you're not happy with yourself, you're gonna move a different way. All right. If you're trying to live for your parents, what is that gonna get you? And here's the thing: your parents might be living in 1960. Like, bro, what are you doing, man? Get a job as an accountant, bro, and buy 3 houses, and do this and do that. Buy a vacation house. Like, that's what they might be thinking, because they're not living out here. You see what I'm saying? Like, and then with the fitness stuff, if you don't take aggressive action towards your fitness goals, you are not reaching them. So, like, if someone's like, yo, you don't have to eat that every day. Yes, the fuck you do, to get to your goals. All right. You want to get to your goals. You're serious about them. Yes, you do have to go to the gym 5 times a week. Yes, you do have to eat that food every single fucking day to hit that shit. All right. They're like, oh, just eat out with us once. Just drink alcohol once. No, I don't want to be like you. Like, I started, that's how I lost a lot of friends, because I was looking around and, dude would be like, hey, yo, man, let's go out drinking. I'm in town, Luther. I'm looking at this dude. I'm like, God damn, he gained like 20 pounds all in his stomach in the past, year. I don't want to be like that motherfucker. I don't even want to be seen with that nigga. Fuck that. I'm not going. Simple. You see what I'm saying? It's just simple shit like that, bro. Like, we've all had those moments where it's like, yo, this dude is going in the wrong direction and he's not helping himself. He's just self-sabotaging. I'm not trying to be around that energy. What benefit does that have from you? Oh my God, that's so selfish. You need to help them. No, you can't control what other people do. All right, and you can't control how other people think, which is another reason you just need to be you and do you, because haters are going to hate. Even when you try to please everybody, haters hate, which is crazy. Like, even if you're doing everything to please other people, people will find something that they hate, period. So if you're always focused on what other people think, you're going to be a slave of everyone else's thoughts. But if you just do you, you're going to inspire a lot of people. Some people hate you anyways, right? So either way, people are going to hate you. So you might as well become the person you want to become, do what you want to do, and pursue what you want to pursue. And this is literally one of the biggest things with social media specifically, because that shit is like, because when if you follow if your mom follows you, you follow your friends and stuff like that, and you start posting you post once, they'll be like, oh cool, they'll support, and then you keep posting, they're like, dude, like, why are you posting a lot? Like, you're not famous. Everything that's big right now, everything that's, everyone that's famous, they started as nothing, right? Everything starts as nothing. So instead of supporting you, they're pushing you down, or trying to bring you down, make you miserable like they are. You're not going viral that 1,000 posts if you only post twice because your friends told you to stop posting. You're not going to get that sponsorship that you wanted that could change your life. You know what I'm saying? If you stop posting because your friends told you to stop posting. You know what I mean? What if you keep posting and then you get that Young LA sponsorship, and now you're making, $10K a month off of Young LA sponsorship codes and shit like that, and that should change your life. But instead of doing that, you just listen to what other people say. You have to surround yourself with people who are locked in, but that's easier said than done. So in the meantime, cut off people who are not locked in. That's the easier thing to do, because most people are not locked in. Like she said, most people are broke. You feel me? Out of shape and miserable. That's what I see all the time. All right, that's what I see all the time. Every time I see a hater in the comments, they're miserable. Every time I see an out of shape dude, they're like complaining, or they're like bitching to their wife, and their wife is like, oh, fuck this guy. Every single time, right? I see it all the time. So stop taking advice from people who are miserable in the first place. Like, that shit makes no sense to me. Like, why would you do that? You feel me? So yeah, fellas, listen, If you're trying to reach some goals, trying to become the best version of yourself, go all in, man. Like this shit's gonna happen if you really focus on it. You'll manifest that shit. All right.